Streaming health is good. And we are live. So, hello there, this is Red Knight here, and I'm actually now streaming on YouTube today. Now, at the moment, I've not advertised this, and I've not told anybody that I'm actually doing this. So I'm just testing just to make sure that this is going to work and that this is okay. Now, if you are here watching at the moment, welcome to my stream. Do chat and do comment on what I would like to do. Now, if you would like me to review your farm, please do send me a neighborhood request, and I will then be able to see your request in this section of my actual video, and then I can come and actually have a look at what you are offering on your farm. So let's get on with the game and start talking about the game in more details. Right, now, hello everybody, it's Red Knight, as you already know, and today I'm going to be doing some things on my farm, just getting more comfortable with everything. Right, now, first of all, I need to say thank you very much to Shani and send her some thank you letters. So thank you very much for doing that for me. It was really nice of you to revive my bushes, and I do hope that they helped you out. And I need to collect some of my crops as well, and I really do hope that I'm going to get lots of resources from this one. Yes, I got a bolt. Perfect. I can sell that and make lots of money. Now, I often get asked in the game, how do you make lots of money within the game? How comes you have 3,863,166 gold coins? Well, what I usually do is just grow crops and then I sell them. I also make items and then I sell them as well. And basically, just playing the game gives me that opportunity to actually make coins within the game. Now, actually, playing the game is good fun, it's really relaxing, and I do so enjoy playing Heyday a lot. It's an awesome game, if I do say so myself. Right, getting rid of some of my bushes, using up many of my resources, and collecting rewards as well. Perfect, just what I needed there. Now I have this beautiful little diagonal section here where I've got some frogs and lemon trees over on the right hand side and some other trees on the left hand side. Now for me, that space is open and I need to put some bushes back in there. Now, I do like the addition to the game that actually allows you to just keep those bushes in the same direction, so I don't have to worry anymore about repositioning them or turning them around. Now, should you decide that the angle is incorrect, just hold it there, let it go, and then the next one will be in the other direction, as you can see there. But if it's wrong, just let it go again, and then the next one will come back to the way that you would like it to be. And I think that is a fantastic change that they did in one of the previous updates. Now, please do excuse my voice at the moment. I have a bit of a cold, so I do sound like I've got one of these green frogs in my throat jumping around. But I will try and speak as best as I can. So let's have a look at who's listening here. So Igor, hello. Azucena, hello as well. Okay, right. Richard Burek, where are you? Now, I'm actually here in Japan at the moment, and I'm just relaxing. So, what have we got here? How do you stream it anyway? This is from Heyday Chris. Udik Vegan, hi. Now, what I'm actually using to stream the video at the moment is an application called OBS. I'm also using QuickTime Player. So, QuickTime Player is the image you're actually looking at in the center of my video just here, and OBS is a software that allows me to connect the QuickTime Player, my iPad, and the actual game itself and bring them all together quite nicely. Right, let me just get this image right. It's a little bit challenging for me to make this comfortable, so I need to make sure that I can see and do everything at the same time. So let's just say something in this message. Hello everyone, welcome, and do chat and ask questions as I play. So Ian says, "Hey Red Knight, you're a good Heyday player that gives new players information how to make their farm good and know how to make money and level up." Thank you very much. I really hope you do like that. Adam the Gamer 289 says hi, and Ian says hi. Milovanik also says hi. So hello back to you all out there. Now, this is my first time on YouTube. I'm actually streaming on two sites at the moment, but I do know that some of my fans can't be watching on the other site, so I'm going to be streaming on three different locations within the game itself. So I'm using YouTube on some of the occasions. I'm going to be using Camcord for another one, and I will be using Twitch on other days as well. So you've got three venues for me to actually watch my videos. But if you do miss them, don't worry, because they will be there later, uploaded to YouTube, and then you can enjoy and watch them as much as you like later. Now, I'm actually enjoying doing these live events. It's really good fun just to be playing and talking, and it's something that I never imagined myself doing when I first started playing the game. And I do actually like this. It's quite cool. Now, I do wish I had the option to actually chat with you as well. But yes, okay, Nadia says, finally a live stream that I can watch live. So, welcome. Yes, this is why I'm trying to try three different venues, locations to actually give everybody out there the opportunity to watch me. And Milan, welcome. Yes, welcome, sir. I know you've been waiting. Now, I've got one derby task over here, which was requested by another Heyday player. He suggested I do the better pies. I've got to collect 12 of these, and I've got 1 day, 12, 2 hours left on the clock. I've done 9, and there's 2 more added there. And I've got lots in production. Right, now, just to give you all a little bit of a recap on what's going on. Now, within my town itself, I've got some customers who have been waiting in the diner for days and days and days for pizza. Now, I did promise those diners when they first visited that my service in my town was really good, and I feel that I've let them down in some way. So I've actually been able to make some pizzas now, and there they are. They're going into storage. So my tick mark for my town is now done. I can head on over to my town and actually feed my customers. Right, so Atif Shakir said, all the best to you, Ricky. Thank you very much. Okay. Yep, I'm level 97, and very, very soon I will be level 100. My train has arrived, but please do notice the back part is not gold. However, my train is fully maxed out. It's a slight glitch in the game, and I am aware of that. Lots of passengers have arrived, and I do hope that they like what they're going to be experiencing, because my town is an awesome place. Let's collect some of my gifts from my customers. Thank you very much, everybody. I loved you visiting me as well, and I'm so happy that you enjoyed staying in my town. Right, look at all those beautiful little presents. Isn't that fantastic? Now, I do so love the town aspect of the game. It's a nice little addition. It gives you the opportunity to pick up lots of resources that you can't get elsewhere within the game. Plus, you can actually leave the visitors sitting there for a long time if you wanted to as well. Now, this here is my diner, and 3 of these young ladies have been sitting there for quite a while waiting for pizza. So let's give them the fruity de mer pizza. I know, young lady, it's been quite a few hours, but don't complain anymore, the pizza's ready. Right, now, I'm going to be sending some of my visitors to their buildings. Now, usually when it comes to visitors, I will only accept visitors that want to go to 1 building or 2 buildings. Anybody that's after 3 buildings, I tend to ignore and send them on their way. Ali Mahood said, why poor a noob? Okay, interesting comment there. Sneak peek, really. Okay, amusing playing Heyday. I think so too. I love Heyday. It's actually good fun. Right, now let's get going with what I'm doing here with these. So sending them all to their buildings, and then hopefully collecting their gifts and prizes of them much later. Anyone that wants a B&B, I tend to send them to the bed and breakfast first. Those that want the 3 buildings have to go away and maybe visit someone else's town. Now, the great thing about sending them away, if they do visit another person's town, they are only going to request the 1 building, which means that if someone is picking up a visitor from my platform, so as an example, if I scroll down here to the very bottom, you'll see these ones here that are going home, you'll see these ones here that are waiting for a train. Anybody that's waiting for a train is able to go to another town and to be serviced. So any of my neighbourhood that's actually online at the moment, they can come to my town and collect lots of visitors, and vice versa. In fact, I'm going to be doing that a little bit later once I've actually sorted these people out. Now, in case you didn't hear me earlier, I do have a bit of a cold, so I do apologize if my voice sounds a little strange during this live stream. It can't be helped, but hopefully within the next few days or so, I will start to feel much better. Now, since I am a teacher, it's a bit of a disadvantage because trying to talk in the lesson is a challenge as well. Now, I am going to be drinking every now and then. So, Milan, Ricky, how long will you be streaming? I don't know. I've just started doing this one now because I wanted to test the actual YouTube service. I'm probably going to be on here for a bit of a while. So I'm in no rush to go to bed. It's only 11 o'clock at night here in Japan. Maybe when my eldest son comes home, I might stop for a little while, or at least put it on pause, and then basically come back and do another one a little bit later. It depends on what happens when he walks in the house. Right, nobody to pick up there. Let's see. Yes, perfect. I just got a tape there from the floating chest. But I will be doing another stream tomorrow. Now, tomorrow I have a long break between my lessons in the morning and my lessons in the afternoon. So my break is from 12 o'clock in the afternoon Japan time till about 4 o'clock in the afternoon Japan time. So between those hours, if I can find a location to sit down and chill out, then I can actually stream as well. Hello Chris, welcome home, and now I'm doing a live video, okay? Right, now this is one of my friend's farms, and I do like what I'm looking at here. It's quite nice. He still needs to do a little bit of modification to make it more beautiful, but that is nice. Right, let's go back. I need to collect some visitors because I've got lots of space, but nobody has many passengers to pick up, so I'm going to ignore that until much later. Right. Now, any of you that's out there would like to actually ask me to review the game, then please just send me a request to join your neighborhood. It's much easier for me to actually jump to your farm via the actual request to join a neighborhood. If I have to search on my friends bar, it usually freezes the game, and I've got about 3,000 friends on there that I need to search through to actually come and find you. Right, what's my neighborhood name? Well, my neighborhood name is this one. Let's bring it up for you. So, Red Knight's Place. So that's R3DKNIGHT small s place. Now, if you would like to join, there are still spaces available. We've got 25 of 30 people, but excuse me. The required level is 60, and I will not be adjusting that. Sorry. If you would like to access my farm and to interact with me more, then your best option is via Facebook. Now, my Facebook is actually open. You can see in the comments below this video links to my Facebook account. Just send me a request. I accept most people, and I'm quite happy for you to be on my friends bar, and then we can interact within the game and play a lot more. Lots of comments down here, right? Cool, there's some interesting comments down here already. Now, do chat with each other as well as you are watching. I don't mind doing that, but please do be aware that I would like you to keep the comments nice with each other. Okay. Right, now, let's go and have a look at my derby and see how it's going. That task I need to get rid of. That one's got to be trashed. Now, my actual neighbourhood's main focus is just relaxing, having fun within the derby. But if you are in the derby, you must be in the derby. If you are in the derby and you don't do your designated tasks, then there's a strong possibility that you will be leaving my hood. However, if you don't want to be in the derby, you can then opt out, and then nobody else is penalised by you not pulling your weight within the group. Now, any derby tasks need to be over 300 points. And that's what we're actually asking for within the game. So please do all derby tasks over 300. So as you can see here, all of our tasks are 300 and above, and anything else will just be trashed. So I've just trashed another task, and in total I've now done 3. So I'm quite happy about that. Right, how are we doing in the race? Well, there we go, zooming ahead. So 11,000, 12,000 points. Okay, very, very nice. Now, we've been knocked back into second place, which is actually okay. I don't mind. So 12,144 points, and we've got a silver. The leading team is now on 12,408 points. That's only a few hundred in front. And that is Tamtam's Verux Heyday. They are a German group, level 53, and they're doing quite nicely. Number 3 is okay, another international hood, and they seem to be a stronger group, and there's a strong possibility that they will zoom into the lead much later. Well, it all depends on the tasks that do fall. Now, how do you like the derby? Okay, right. So, question from Atif. So, how many point tasks for you to take the most? Well, at the moment, okay, like if all of my people are actually doing 300 plus points. Now, if we go to my actual task log at the moment, you'll see here that the leading person within my group is currently on 2,185 points. She's done 7 of her 9 tasks. We're asking everybody to do 300 point plus tasks. So you can imagine that. Now, if you go down that list there, you'll see me all the way down near the bottom there. I've done 0 tasks at the moment, so I've still got my 9 tasks at 300 points plus to do. And my one for feta pies will be done very soon. In fact, those pies will be finished in about 2 hours, and then I will get those points that I have requested. So 302 points for my task. Right, let's have a look at what else we've got here. Okay, right. What's a good machine for me from Yusuf? Okay, now, machines, that's an interesting question. Of all of the machines for me, I think probably the better machines are the ones that produce the items I need the most. So I do love my dairy, and it's always being used because I'm always requiring items. It's fully maxed out already. As you can see, I get 15% time reduction on my goods, so that's a good thing. I also like my sugar producer over here, so my sugar mill is another good one. Again, I need to keep that one busy so it's never sleeping. In fact, any of your machines should never really be sleeping. They should always be producing something. Now, that's not always going to be the case. Like the candle maker, as an example, is a machine that I haven't fully maxed out yet. I've got another 400 hours to go or so before I actually get my 3 stars there. When it comes to actually producing candles, okay, it's an item that's not always required. Okay, I could sell them and make lots of money, but then again, most of the candles I make tend to be used in the town or for boat orders, and it's very rare for me to actually be selling any of those items. Okay, Ian says, is it worth it to buy lures with cards? Okay, you mean like the cards that you actually get from the thank you letters, or another thing? Now, if you mean like lures for the fishing area, I tend to use my lures for the actual fishing activities, and basically any of the vouchers that I get, I would use those. So currently I've got 2 green. 0 blue, 8 purple, and no gold. Excuse me a second, I need a drink. That's better. Okay, Mary Cree says that she doesn't speak English. I'm so sorry about that. If you're interested, though, I can recommend a few good international schools. I happen to work for one myself, and if you would like to learn English, actually listening to some of my videos is a good opportunity to then practice certain kinds of language, and it makes it so much easier to learn the language when you're enjoying the subject. Right, let's come back to my farm and do a little bit there. Ah, cool. So for someone who's not advertised the video, I've got 26 people watching at the moment. That's quite nice. Now you'll see here that I'm actually starting to collect a lot of items within the game. Now you don't have to collect everything. You can leave them sitting on the machine there and then come back to it much later. If you do actually like to decide to collect the items, they go into your storage. So my current barn storage is 2,450. Now I'm not really interested in expanding that. Okay, right. I've been told to feed my pets. Okay, let's go and feed my pets. Okay, but they are greedy animals. They're always eating. But there you go. Pets are fed. And look at all those beautiful expansions. Okay, are you happy, everybody? My pets have been fed now. So, idiot, they've been done now. Okay, Long Tu Yen says no copyright sound. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that one. Right, let's get back onto doing this. Harvesting some of my crops. Planting a few more and getting those going for later. And getting some more feed done as well. So Ian says, okay, pet infestation. Okay, strange comment. What that means, I don't know either. I suppose I better give you an introduction to my farm in case this is your first time. Okay, right, well, this is my farm. As you can see here, I've got my house straight in the center there. If I look at the achievements that I've actually achieved to date so far, there are in total 129 achievements, and I've actually completed 127. Today, I got my first one, and or for my derby. So my actual hood now has done the derby 3 times, so we got the derby champ #1, and we're now working towards derby champ #2. Now, as long as we are not kicked out of the Champions League, we have the opportunity to work towards this total. Now, if you are removed from the Champions League, i.e. in the last 3 positions, then you lose all of your scores and you lose everything that you've achieved up till that moment. So do try to stay in there, even if you are not in the top 3. You want to make sure you're not in the bottom 3 to actually stay in the Champions League. Now, the next one I need is 15 Champion League, so another 12 more to do. Can I do it? I wonder. I do not know, but we will have to wait and see. As I zoom out here, now this back section here where I've got my dairy, you'll notice there's some trees over there in the corner. It's one of those areas that's really hard to get to and a little bit more challenging to actually put any machines in that area. So I usually just keep it there for trees, and then I've got my machine and my dairy building just stepped in slightly. And then you'll notice here that I'm using path pieces as a way of breaking up the ground, and then trees and bushes and decorations to blend it in more nicely. I don't really want all of my machines as one big block item. Okay, now Josh says that he loved my tutorial on how to catch foxes. Now, today I actually found that two of my foxes had escaped, and I was just about to lose the third one when I noticed, and I made sure that I recaptured him. But currently at the moment I'm down two of the four foxes. I have a feeling that Chick Norris, who's floating there in the balloon, ate those foxes. Now, okay, Atif says here, okay, what is your favorite product in Heyday? Ooh, now that's interesting. I actually love the decorations, I think. But when it comes to the products, now that's a hard question. Let's go and have a look. Now, there are a lot of products in this game, everything from expansion materials all the way down. But what is my favorite? Well, being an Englishman, I do enjoy a nice breakfast in the morning. Now, based on those breakfasts, it's usually something that relates to toast. So I think that I actually like the honey toast or maybe the egg sandwich. They are probably my favorite item within the game if I were to eat something now. However, I am a coffee drinker and I love coffee, so I think probably espresso is maybe number two or number three on the list. And I also love ice creams as well. Now, ice cream is a tricky one because both the chocolate and the strawberry are wonderful, and I do so love those as well. Aha, okay, I've been helped out here, so thank you very much, Gianlucia. That was very nice of you, and a little thank you letter goes out to you there. Let's check the newspaper while I'm playing in case anything good has cropped up. Nope, nothing there as usual. My boat needs doing. Now, should I do this or not, I wonder. Let's have a look. That one's not a problem. That one's not a problem as well. Easy peasy. Getting those done. Okay, one boat cargo completed. 524 experience points. 18 for the actual boat and one green voucher, and that one's on its way. So sweet. Okay, Tinjin said that he is new to my channel. Welcome to my channel, sir. You are more than welcome to just watch and enjoy and chat away. Now, what's my next boat going to be? Perfect. Pancakes, chili popcorn, and cafe lattes. And guess what, everybody? I knew this was going to happen in my mind, and I made sure that I had loads of pancakes in production earlier. It's just fate. However, I've started to run out of brown sugar, so I'm going to have to make a lot more of that one. Next one is the chili popcorn. Do I have enough chili popcorn in storage? Yes, I do, but a few more is not going to kill me. And the last one there, the cafe latte. Will I be able to do that, I wonder? Okay, I've got 5 in stock, a couple more won't hurt. Now, usually when the boat comes, it's either 1 or 2 per crate, so not a problem. Okay, Turtwig and Mudkip World says they are new too. Perfect, welcome to my channel. Now, if anybody wants to know where they can find me, okay, if you actually come to the description below this video, you will see some links to my Facebook, to my Instagram, Twitter, etc. These are ways of following me, and the Facebook one would allow you to then interact with me. If you would like me to come and look at your farm now, what you need to do is to actually come to my farm, and then at the top of my farm where you see my experience bar, you will notice there that there is a little happy face for saying you like it, and there's also a little mark to indicate that that you can send a request to join your neighborhood. So if you are level 18 and above, send me a request to join your neighborhood, and this will allow me very quickly to receive a message in the actual neighborhood request box, i.e. for notifications, and then I can jump to your farm really quickly and then give you a review live on camera, as I did in my other streams earlier. Now, if I wanted to, I have the option of actually clicking on the friends bar, but that one takes ages. Now, let me give you an example of this. So I'm going to tap on that bar now, and the game freezes on me. Now, this is the problem with having a lot of friends in the game. There's like, I've got 3,000 plus people on my bar, and it does cause issues in relation to slowing it down. Now, many of you guys out there probably experienced this as well. But if it's going to load up now, we can go and maybe help some people out and have a look at them. Excuse me. Okay, as soon as that friends bar comes up, I will go and check some farms out for you, and then you can have a look at what they all look like. Ah, okay, right. So, long-term fams farm says, Adam, my neighborhood is no copyright sounds. It freezes just because it's so cold. Actually, my room is nice and warm for me. If I were to open the window, it would be cold. But my device is not so cold, I don't think. It's in my hand, it's on my lap, so it's quite snug. But I actually get the device freezing at any time in whatever temperatures. Like during my trip to Okinawa recently, where the weather was quite warm, the device still froze there as well. Okay, right now this is the helpers bar I'm looking at here at the bottom. So let's go and have a look at a farm. So this is drama only with STU. It was requested, but now there's nothing there to help. Let's have a look and see if there's anything I like here. Wow, look at all of those crops there, all nicely laid out in their patterns. Now, in some ways, this is quite nice. I do like what I'm looking at there. Personally, it's not my thing. I don't really like the way that the person's got their machines. I think it's just lumped in too nicely together there. But I do like the way they've done their lemon trees across the road. I think that's cool. The main focus of this farm, I think, is probably more about producing fruit and crops and making money that way within the game. Now they've asked for assistance. Let's go and have a look. I can do that boat for them. So there you go. One crate done. Experience points for me and something for them as well. Perfect. Right, now Woo's Farm, level 133. Again, they need some crates doing. Let's do some of those gems. I don't mind doing that. Another boat done. Nothing for sale in the shop that I need. Let's have a look at this. Oh wow, look at those trophies and those rewards and decorations. Doesn't that look nice? Now, I would so love to get some more of these decorations. These little horseshoe decorations that you get as prizes are really cool, and I must admit I don't have all of those. Okay, someone says to me, what is your favorite dog? Now that's a tricky question as well. Now, of all of the animals that we've got within the game, let's go and have a look. Right, now we've got the retriever, there's the pincher, there's the hound. They are all wonderful animals. I think if I were to choose one, it would have to be the pincher. I do like the way that one looks, and I think it's a rather attractive looking dog, if I do say so. So here he comes back now running, and look at that beauty. Isn't he fantastic? So there we go, everybody. The pincer, one of my favourite looking dogs. Look at that face there. Look at the way he walks. Perfect. What other questions have we got down here? Can you search for the neighborhood hotel stop? Okay, right now actually searching within the game is very, very difficult. We don't actually have that option. Now, if I did like this search on a neighborhood as an example, so let's show you. So it's called hotel. So HOTEL. And then BEESTEN. Okay, BOEL. So now I'm going to search for this name and see what it comes up. Okay, there's one there. It's 28 of 30 people, and you've got the lots of co-leaders. The leader is, who's the leader? The leader is Ilse Unbos Böderik. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that. And okay, so my farm is called Bodeling Van Tingen. Okay, Bodeling Van Tingen. Okay, right, you're a level 39. Now I'm tapping on your name here, and we're just not able to come and join you at all. I have no way of accessing your farm. The only way I can actually access your farm is if you send me a request to join your neighborhood. If you request to join, if send me a request to join your neighborhood, then I can actually go and visit you and see what your farm looks like. Okay, yes, I'm afraid I can't read Dutch very well. I do wish that I could speak more languages. Some of my friends out there in the world can do. They're much more proficient at languages than I am. Let me just tell my hood that I'm doing a live stream. So, I'm doing a live stream on YouTube now. That way, if they do come up with a message, we all know. Okay, right. Okay. I've got someone who says they're bored. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But I have my own playing style and my own way of doing things. Maybe you'd like to make a suggestion on how I can make this more exciting for you. This is my basically fourth attempt at doing a live stream video, first one on YouTube. So I'm just experiencing this all to myself at the moment. Collecting the resources. Oh, I forgot to do my cows. Oh my god, I don't believe it. Right, now I need to do some fishing, I think. Let's head on over. Oh wow, fireworks in the fishing area. Have you all seen your fireworks in the fishing area? This is... I love this one. I'm going to get something really cool this time. So get ready. I got a mallet and there they go. Kaboom! Yes. Okay. So if you are in the Japan region at the moment, there's a strong possibility you will get fireworks in the area. Monica J says, "Do I dislike anything about Heyday?" Not really, no. For me, Heyday is a game that's very relaxing. I'm in no rush to actually change things or do some things. Okay, there were some things I'd like to see changing, but I do know that it takes a bit of time and energy, and there's a lot involved to actually progress and make the game better for us. But is there anything that I don't like, really? Uh, hmm. I think the friends bar is my biggest complaint. I really want to be able to actually search for people a lot easier. To actually scroll through all of my friends to find someone is just so challenging, and it really slows the game down. And it is a big frustration. Okay, what I'm trying to do here at the moment in the fishing area is get some small circles because there are certain fish that I need to catch. So, what would you do to make the game better? Okay, what I would like to see within the game is maybe some more trees and fruit and bushes. I would like to have some more food on the machines as well. Okay, I think the potential for this is quite high, and we need to find or maybe get some more additions added in that area. I'd also like to see maybe the town have a little bit more. Okay, this past year I think the main focus has been on the derby, but I do want to see some focus on the town as well. I think it's a really useful area, especially when it comes to getting resources. Maybe a nice little building added to the town that would allow us to buy items that we can't get elsewhere within the game. Imagine if we had a building in the town that sold expansion materials or maybe lures or something else, or even items that we need in the game to actually build something. That would be pretty good as well. I know many people out there have requested a sawmill. Now, okay, it's a nice idea. I think maybe when we chop down trees to actually use the wood to produce something is an interesting concept. But you have to remember that this is a farming game, and not every farm as such has their own sawmill. And we need to keep that in mind, that the fact that the game is very true to its original concept that first came out. So as such, we don't really want to be including things that would just take away from that farming area. Okay, Anthea said, who is your favourite character? Now that's a challenge on that one. Who is my favourite character? Now, I do like Tom because he sleeps most of the time and he gets paid a lot of money for doing a little amount of work, which I think is quite funny. I do like Greg because he and I have a lot of similarities. Within the town, okay, I think the cowboy is a cool character. But who's my favourite character? I think my favourite character is probably going to be Greg because he and I are very similar in many, many ways. Okay, Turman says, what animal would you like to add? Ooh, now that's a problem one. Okay, what animal would I like to see added to the game? Ah, hmm. I'd like to see some geese added to the game. I think that could be good. So, Furkan says, hello, hello. Ilya said, Tom sucks. Tom's really useful. When you're actually trying to get materials, and he's very good for finding things really cheaply. Okay, it does take a bit of time. Oh, I'm going to blow that area out. Let's try another one. I might be more luckier getting a small circle. Ian said that his friend is saying heydays for girls. Now, actually, I get to look at my feedback on the kind of genders that actually play Heyday and watch my videos. And the percentage of people that play Heyday, according to the statistics that I get from my videos, it's mostly guys. Over half the percentage of Heyday players is men. Okay, Anthea said, if I had over 1 million diamonds, what would I do with them? If I had 1 million diamonds, I would probably. Well, I would max out all of my machines. That would be the first thing I would do. I would probably buy every single decoration. And then after that, I might start doing some giveaways and giving the rest of the diamonds to my fans out there that want to get diamonds to actually play the game more. How long have I been playing Heyday? Since level 1. I can't remember now. I'm getting old now. I'm 43 years old, and I actually forget when I first started. I can't even remember what I did yesterday, actually. My brain's going. Okay, I've got a bit of a fighter here. You're not going to get away from me this time. You're getting in that circle. So get in there. That's it. Got it. And it's not the one I wanted. Blast. Okay, that's good enough, though. Okay, right. I'm getting lots of people saying add me. Okay, just send me a request on Facebook. When I go back into Facebook later, I will do so. Don't. Okay, let me show you the kind of fish that I'm trying to catch at the moment. Now, this is my fishing album. To see the fishing album, you've got to go to the hut. If you didn't know about the hut, please do tap on it in your fishing areas. Because you actually get diamonds from the fish that you catch. Okay, right. Do I play other mobile games from different developers? Yes, I do. I also enjoy playing Minecraft, and I have a Red Knight's place in that as well. I do play a cooking game that I enjoy, and you can see that on my second channel. But mainly for me, my main game that I enjoy playing the most is Heyday. This is the most relaxing thing for me. Okay, Nadia said 43 is not old at all, Ricky. Yeah, I like to say that I have the body of a 22-year-old and the heart and soul of a 21-year-old. And then joining those two together makes me 43, so I'm still young at heart. Okay, now these are all the fish that I've caught at the moment. Now I still need to catch the coho salmon, and I'm looking for the largest weight there. The best one there is the green to catch that one. I'm also trying to get the bitterling here and again a gold weight. The speckled dace, I need two of the weights there. Now each of these ones that I'm actually missing will give me diamonds if I actually catch those missing weights. So my goal this year, or one of my goals, is to actually catch every single fish within my album. I'm working my way towards this total. Since I started my New Year's resolution, I've actually got the one. What's my favourite fish? My favourite fish is, okay, one that's cooked on my dinner plate in front of me with a nice little dressing, but not too rich because I still want to taste the fish. Since I live here in Japan, I think my favourite fish has to be Thai. It's really delicious. I do like that a lot. If you're thinking of fish within the game, what would I like to have? I think it would have to be the carp. I'd love to have a nice piece of carp in front of me now, and then I would certainly enjoy eating that. That would be really good for me. Okay, right. Okay, let's go and open up my Facebook account for the moment. So I'm going to go and open my Facebook account for the moment, everybody. I won't disappear, but I will be doing something in the side while I'm chatting. And I'm going to accept some people who have just sent me some requests. Right, so confirm, 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 confirm. So I'm just confirming the last few people here. That's a lot of requests that have just come in. Okay, I've just requested or confirmed a load of people. Now, if you want to add me on Game Center, everybody else, then this is my Game Center. Let me add it to the comments. Now, my Game Center is Red Knight. So how is the fisher guy called that fishes 24/7 in the fishing area? Right, now, who can tell me? So a bit of trivia knowledge here. What is the name of the fisherman? Do you know? If you tap on him, he gives you instructions on how to fish. He also tells you how to use the lobster. But what is his name, everybody? Who can tell me the name of the fisherman? It's relatively easy to know. Please type your answers in the comments below and I will tell you the answer in a few moments. Nope, no one's added the comments for the fisherman yet. Okay, right. The fisherman's name is Angus. Now, he is the friend of the owner originally of the farm. So if you actually look at the photo album here, you can see Angus, and the cutout image that's missing is your actual uncle. So Ian's come on the line, so hello. Yes. So Angus is the name of the fisherman, by the way. Now, if you do want to find out more information about the Heyday characters and the individuals, you can go to the actual Heyday wiki and check it out there as well. That will give you a lot of information. Can you do a sale on Heyday with goodies? Okay, right. I will start adding some items to my store. So if anybody's there, you're welcome to buy. Now, what I'm not going to add is nails, screws, and wooden panels because I need those. But like I did earlier, any other expansion materials, I will put them there. And Turquoise says, thank you very much for accepting the invite. You're very welcome, sir. So here we go, Ricky's roadside stall. If you are in the neighborhood, please do head on over, and I'm going to be selling some goodies starting from the bottom of my collection. Right now, the first item we have up for sale here is a beautiful little treasure map. This little treasure map will allow you to expand the land within your town. It's a really valuable commodity, it's very rare, and you are welcome to come and purchase it. Now currently there is one on sale about to be added to my stall. This is for the first person who wants to grab it. It's only valued at 450 gold coins, and it's all yours if you would like it. So here you go, one map piece added. Now who is it going to sell? And Antonia is the first person to grab that one. So congratulations, young lady, you just got yourself a beautiful map piece to expand your town, and I hope you like that. Right, next item we're going to sell here. Right, what have we got here? And we have two little mallets here, everybody. Now, I do so love these mallets. They're beautiful, handcrafted mallets made with my own two pairs of hands in my little mill behind my house, in my workshop. They're made from the trees felled on my farm, so they are guaranteed never to break. Now, for those two mallets, I will sell them to you for 806 gold coins. That's right, everybody. Only 806 gold coins, and they are all yours. Right, here you go, adding to the store now. And who is going to be the lucky person to grab these ones this time? So, two mallets added to my store, 806 gold coins. So, they're ready to, and they've gone. And the lucky person, oh, I can't read this writing, it's so small. So, it was Shimizu Lover? Shimizu. Oh God, that writing is so small. I'm sorry, I can't read that. My eyesight's not that good. Now, what's my game center? Okay, right. Here is my game center one more time. So it's Red Knight. There you go. Game center is Red Knight. So just send me a request and I will add you on that one. Okay, next item to be sold. Let's have a look what we've got in storage. We have a paint bucket, everybody. A beautiful little paint bucket. It's yellow. It will allow you to paint and decorate your buildings within your town, giving them that perfect little shine. Now, this paint bucket's only 342 gold coins, and I'm going to add that to my stall. So, Josh, hello there and welcome to my stream. Here we go, everybody. One paint bucket added to the store, and it's there for you if you wish to purchase it. So who is going to be the lucky person? One paint bucket added to the store. It's there. Right, and Antonia jumps in there again with her second purchase. Right, now, who is the next one? Oh, hang on one second. We've got two invitations here to the neighborhoods. Now, I've got two invitations here. One is from Diraj Oli, and the other one is from Lander Boyle. So I'm going to head on over to these two farms now and do a review on them live on camera, everybody. So let's go and see what they are. Right, now here we are at a level 46. So Diraj Oli's farm. As we zoom out here, we can see what this farm looks like. And I do like some of what I'm looking at here straight away. There are some pleasing aspects, but there's also a potential for a lot of development here. So let's give you some feedback, sir, just so you can actually modify your farm a little bit more. Right, now, if you would like me to review your farm, do send me a request to join your neighborhood. It's the fastest and easiest way. If you come to my farm, you can see the actual envelope just above me. Then just send me a request and then I will come and have a look. Right, so Jiraj Oli's farm, let's have a look at it. Now straight away we can see that he's got all of his animal pens over here towards the dock hand side. Now I like the way that he's done this. I like the way that he's actually got a mixture of different path pieces here. Just look at the way he's built in his farmland with the path pieces, and it contrasts really well. I do like this addition to the game. I like the fact that he separated his animal pens just here. So if you look here between the actual goats, the cows and the actual chickens, you see where he's got these path pieces. Perfect. And it's not one design path piece, it's actually more than the one path piece used in this design. Now that's actually quite cool. Now one thing I would like to see is maybe some more trees and greenery in this area. Remember that your animals do need a little bit of shelter. As the actual wind blows across that water there, they probably do feel a little bit chilly. If you do give them some greenery in this area, i.e. some trees around the outside, you may find that they do like it a little bit more. Now, someone's just asked me, how did I get so much money in the game? Now, that I can show you in a little while. Basically, to get a lot of money in the game, you just need to make items and sell items, and the coins will come. Like, I've already sold a couple of items already, and I've got coins that way. So, it's fantastic. The only other way I get coins is to rob a bank, but that one's a secret, and please don't tell anybody that I usually rob the local banks in this area. I put on a big red mask, and I pretend I'm a monster, and they just give me lots of cash. Now, I'm only joking about that, by the way. Right, over here at the back, we've got some trees blocking off the side. Now, I would recommend maybe using those trees more down in this design area here, just to give it a bit of a break up on the greenery. Now, I do like what you've done with your path pieces. I do like the way that you're using the land here as well. That's very, very nice. Now, your driveway entrance coming into it, okay, it's actually very, very bare. What you've got down in this area with your decorations just in front of your machines area needs a lot of work and development. I don't like it at all. Personally, I would say put all of that decoration back into storage, get rid of it. You don't need the sleigh, you don't need the Halloween decoration all mixed in together. It's a bit of an eyesore. If I were you, I would strongly advise you to maybe start putting walls or fences around, maybe scattering the machines around a little bit with some greens intermixed in between them, just to break it up and to give it a more nicer feel. Have a look at what I've done with the machines on my farm. This will give you a better idea on the kind of thing that you might want to be doing. In fact, check out some of your friends' farms. You may find it more beneficial that way. Tutwig, yes, I can visit your farm if you actually send a request to me to come and have a look at it. Okay, Greg always comes and robs my resources. Now that's because no one's actually buying them from you. Greg is an inbuilt aspect of the game. Now, if he's coming to your stall and purchasing from you, it's because your friends are not buying those items from you. Now, don't worry too much about it. That just means you're going to get the coins from someone sooner or later, especially if you're making items that are not really popular. Unless, of course, you're talking about when he comes to your door, then yes, all of the visitors are a bunch of robbers because they never pay full price for what they're actually getting. Now, your machines here where you've just put them lumped together in front of your house, again, I'm not keen on what you've done here. You've got this whole area around here where you have the potential to move your machines around, put them behind trees, decorate them, blend it in much nicely. You've got a lot of work you need to do in this area. Please get busy there. Now, I do believe that is a red toolbox, so let's tap on that. And it's locked, so that's unlucky. Now, I do like what you're starting to do over here. I think the use of the hedges is actually a nice idea. Personally, I think what you've done here at the side here where you've closed it off, you should open up it a little bit more. Try to use the hedges to create a nice section for your horses to be able to run around and to enjoy the trees and the bushes. You may find that looks a lot nicer. Now, I'm glad you've kept your smelters back towards the mine, but again, you might think about trying to put a tree to the left or to the right of each of those actual smelters, just to give it a more pleasing design. Okay, you've opened up a lot of your land here. Your best area is this section over with your animal pens. This section down here where you've got everything else, you need a lot of work. Now, don't worry too much about this expansion point over here. At the moment, you've got so much land, you needn't worry about that at all. Even with these like dead bushes here, use the dead bushes as part of your design. Get them mixed in with your machines around the area. You may find that nicer. Okay, Isaac said he's made his sister watch the stream. That's funny. Right, now let's come back to my farm, and I'm going to remove that request from the actual neighborhood. Well, we're getting more here. So, direct oil, decline that one, thank you very much. Next person on the list is Lander Boyk. Let's go and have a look and see what you look like. Right, now Lander Boyk is a level 71 farm. Now as I zoom out here, we can see what is done here. Now this is what I mean by actually using trees with the machines. It does give it a much nicer feel and it feels much more comfortable. So Nino says, how I find you in Heyday, Ricky. Your best option for finding me in Heyday is if you look in the description below the video, you will see my actual Facebook channel link. Click on that and then send me a request to be a friend within the game. That way we can then interact with each other, and then you can see my farm and I can see your farm, and it makes it so much easier that way. If you just want to be able to chat to me and see the photos I post, then there's also the Instagram link as well, and there's also the Twitter one. Now I would strongly recommend everybody that you do follow me on Twitter as well. Excuse me. Because if you follow me on Twitter as well, then every time I post a video or I do something like this, you will be notified really quickly. Now today this is not advertised, and I've got roughly about 30 people watching me, which is quite nice. Right, now Lander, as I said, I do like what you are doing here with your trees and your machines. This is actually a good idea. It actually allows you to break up the imagery. It makes it a little bit nicer. You might want to mix and match your trees though to make it a little bit more interesting, and start to add some bushes and path pieces in this area as well, just to allow people to move around. Now it is okay to be more creative in this area, but I do like what you're starting to do. Now your entranceway up to your house is really good. I do like the way that you're actually using the new decoration we've been getting in the game between these soldiers here, and that's actually quite cool. You've also done the same over on this side. You've got your snow globe, you've got your lamp there, you've got some wood as well, and you've got some of your Christmas decorations, which then leads nicely into your animal area. That's pretty sweet. Now this back section over here at the moment is very cold and lonely. Now you've got lots of dead bushes there. Why not use the dead bushes as part of your decoration, and maybe move some of those dead bushes back into the actual, like a closed area where you've got nothing there at the moment. Spread it out a bit. Use that as part of your design. Now it's okay to actually have dead bushes and dead trees on your farm, everybody, because if you don't have the resources to clear them up, it's fine. But if you lump them together, it kind of looks awful. If you spread them around and you mix them in as part of your farm design, then that's just like a more natural imagery for the Heyday game and for nature. Remember, nature is not square. Nature is all about curves and blending and contrasting in together. So try to do the same thing. Right, now I've been told there's some more requests on Facebook, so let's go and add those ones in. So click back on that sidebar again and go back to my Facebook page. Right, now let's add a few more requests. Okay, lots more requests have come in, so here we go. Confirm, confirm, confirm. Oh my goodness me, look at all those. Right, I'm just going to type a quick message on my Facebook to everyone else where know I'm doing. So live stream on YouTube for Heyday with Red Knight. Okay, that one's posted, and let's come back out of that. Okay, right, so Lander says that he's from Belgium. I've been to Belgium many years ago during my army days. Beautiful place, really nice food, excellent beer, but digging the ground in the countryside was not a nice experience for me. Too sandy in some areas, but I did love it. Now, as we're coming down from the mine area, I like what you've done here with your smelters. Now, this is what I recommended for another person as well. Try to put something between the smelters. It breaks it up and it gives it a much nicer feel. I like the way that you've put that path piece in just in front of the smelters. That does look good. You've got a mixture of your land there as well with some crops growing. So let's move on down here. Right, now you've got all of your animals together with a lot of decoration. Now, I'm not too keen on this. I think that's too much there and it feels too crowded, too cluttered. I like what you had over here where it's very open. I like what you've done with your entrance, but this section just here with your gramophones, it's not really ideal, and you might want to think about actually moving those around or putting those in different locations, or at least getting some trees into that area. Now, this here I do like. Now, I like what you've done with the hay bales on the actual wagons, and there's a toolbox as well. Fingers crossed that's locked as well. I like the way you've got these beautiful flowers around the actual pools. Okay, again, it still feels a little bit too cluttered and you might want to expand them out a bit. Now, what you can do is to open up your animal pens a little bit more. Put a space between those, maybe angle them slightly. Spread them more out along this central front here, just to give you more space. You've got the area, use it. Now, this area where you've got your bicycles, perfect. I do like that a lot. It feels like this is the area where your workers on your farm have actually come. They're left their bikes there and they've gone to do some work, or maybe you've got some visitors who've come to this area and are now chilling out. So what you might want to do is to put some of the like the barbecue grills and some of the other machines in this area just to encourage visitors to come and relax. Then you may find that's nice. So Elizabeth said here, how did you get all of your money? I'm only a level 49, but want to start managing my money right. Well, the main thing, okay, is basically growing and selling items and not worrying too much about actually having the coins. They will just come within the game, and they do come. Okay, now this I think is my favorite aspect. Now, because of what I'm looking at here, I'm going to give you a little happy like there. So you've now got 122. What you've done here across the road is probably your best part of your farm. And I love this. It's really, really good. I like the fact you've got the well in there, you've got some decorations scattered around. It feels like the perfect place that you could bring your horse and your horse would enjoy this, and you can just relax and enjoy the actual scenery. Now, maybe in the future you might actually put your horse stable down here as well, but I would advise against that. I think maybe your horse stable over in this area here would be better. That way your animals can come more into this area and enjoy it. Let's have a look at your town, shall we? Will I be surprised? Okay, right. Now, the town has got potential. You've opened it up. You've got a lot of visitors there that are waiting to be served, but you haven't really done much with the town. Now, you are a level 71 player, and I would expect a lot more with this. So please do start working more towards developing your town. But I think maybe your farm is a bigger priority for you. I love your beachfront, by the way. That does look good. I like the way you've actually put the decoration there. That's nice. Let's see if we get anything there. Nope, that one's locked as well. Right, let's go back to my farm again and delete that one from the request. Well, we're getting lots of requests here now. Right, now just to show you how I'm actually getting money within the game. Now, if you come back to my store, you'll see there that there are 3 sales that I did earlier. Now, this is basically how I make money within the game. So I've got lots of items in my barn. I've been producing these goods and now I don't need some of them. So I'm going to sell some of those off. So here we have 2 planks. Now, if you are near my shop at the moment, you have the opportunity of purchasing 2 planks from the Red Knight out there in the world. So why not come shopping and you can purchase these now. So 2 planks going up for sale in my store now. There you go. All yours. Just help yourself. Everything is for you to purchase now. What else have I got that I can sell off? Let's scroll down and have a look. Any other expansion materials that I don't need at the moment? Okay, they can go in there. So stone blocks, perfectly chiseled, perfect for a brand new expansion. They've been added as well. What else have we got there that's for sale? Let's see. Now bolts I don't need. Let's put those 4 bolts up for sale as well. And there we go. Keep scrolling down again, and there's some more marker stakes going up as well. If you're there and you want to buy them, everybody, just help yourself. They are there for sale. So who have we got? So Antonia has bought some items and I'm getting coins from her. Kevin's got some. Thank you very much. Ian's bought 3 lots of items, and for the game. This is how I make money within the game. Now, you notice how I just sold items I don't need. Now, okay, if I wanted to, I could expand my barn. If I wanted to, I could expand my silo. But I'm very comfortable with the storage capacity at the moment. And my goal for this year is to expand my tackle box up to 500. So the resources I'm saving are for that at the moment. Everything else I'm just selling. When it comes to my town, I don't need to expand there yet either. How old is my eldest son? Okay, right. He's 17 years old, and he will be 18 later this year. My youngest is 9, and he was in my other streaming video earlier with me today playing around. Right, let's collect my crops. Now, if you're looking to expand in the game, this is one of the best ways to actually expand. Look at all those experience points being added there. So every time you're harvesting, it gives you the opportunity to actually get crops and experience points. And then you find out that you've got no space left. So I'm going to have to sell some of those crops, which will then allow me to make some more money within the game. Now, if I go to my silo at the moment, you can see that I've got a lot of rice there. Only takes 45 minutes to grow. And is it a good seller? Yes, it is. It basically makes a lot of money very, very quickly. So let's replant some more of that, just so I never run out of stock. And let's go back, wrong button. Let's go back here and start selling. Now, I do like to keep about 100 or 200, between 100 and 200 of items in my silo. But every now and then I sell items off just to create the space. Now, Atif said, helping task is the best task for me. Which is yours? I love the helping task too. It's so easy actually to jump to someone else's farm and then basically just to water and revive. Now, because I do have quite a few thousand friends on my friends bar, this gives me the opportunity to jump to different people's farms very easily and then to revive trees, bushes, or whatever else. Let's get rid of some lemons as well. Now, lemons are a wonderful way. If you're looking to make money within the game, actually the fruit is probably your best option because it sells really, really quickly and everybody will always buy the fruit. Now, for the more experienced players, this is probably one of the better ways that they've actually made money earlier on in the game. The only downside is you need to keep an eye on your saws and axes because you will run out of those during this kind of task, and then basically it's going to be more difficult for you. Okay, right, and again collecting the coins. Now at the moment none of my items are advertised, but they are going very quickly, and as you can see the coins are then adding up. This is probably the easiest way of making money within the game. Now, same with experience points. Okay, by just doing normal farm activities, it gives me experience which works towards this total. Now, if I jump on over to my town, okay, now this one is really challenging to actually upgrade. Okay, so Alfredo says, hey Red Knight, what's the highest amount of coins you can get? Now, there are 2 items that do pay a lot of money for coins. Let's just jump back and I'll show you those. So for example, if you come over to the jewelers, you've got these items here, the diamond rings. Now I've got none left in stock at the moment. Now if I wanted to, I could use my diamonds and make them, but I'd rather not do that. It's easier for me to just buy them. Now I never sell diamond rings, or I rarely do. I usually just hire Tom, he gets me the diamond rings, or I end up selling diamond rings in the town. Now, diamond rings are probably one of the better items for you to actually sell via your stall. So if you've got diamond rings and you are able to sell them, you will get a lot of money for them, and they are really, really good sellers. Now, as you can see here, I don't have any diamond rings at all. There's nothing I can actually sell, or there's just no way of me selling those items. I just don't have any in storage. Another one for us higher level players that really does generate a lot of money if we sell them. Now you've got your sewing machine. And the sewing machine actually allows you to make pillows and blankets. Now, as an example, those blankets are really good money earners. They will sell for a lot of cash. So as an example, if I go to my stall now and I slide all the way down to the bottom, now I've got a blanket there. Base price is 305 gold coins. If I put that out for one, so one blanket is 1,098 gold coins. That will give you a lot of cash. But for you lower level players, you can't deal with that one at the moment. So your best option for producing one item or getting Tom is for the diamond rings. Send him out for diamond rings, then sell those, because they will sell and you get lots of cash in exchange for using Tom's services. Now Tom only requires 15 diamonds for the one day. If you get him during a special campaign, then basically you can hire him for many more days. Now personally, I don't usually do the 10 or 5 days because I don't have sufficient time. I tend to do one day for 15 diamonds, and then that's basically you get him for a whole day, but in effect it's only like half a day you can use him. You need to set your timer for every 2 hours, and then basically he goes back to sleep, and then you wake him up again, he goes back to sleep. It's very inconvenient sometimes, that, especially if you misjudge your times. Now I usually lose a few hours because I'm sleeping every day, so I try to time it so I get the maximum yield by from when I wake up early in the morning to when I actually go to bed early the next morning, and then I get a whole day. But do set your alarm for Tom. If you want to make just a lot of money though, I find one of the best ways is through harvesting. Gives you experience and coinage, grows very quickly, and it's less stressful for you. Okay, more gifts, thank you very much, that's really appreciative of you. I do love getting gifts. Right, now I'm actually maxed out in my town as much as I can do. I can't upgrade my town hall anymore, so I can have the maximum of 42 people. Now, every time I actually service a visitor, so as an example, I've got someone in the grocery store, they will request some items. So I've got this young lady here sitting there at the moment. She wants carrots, she wants honey, and she wants brown sugar. Now, she's going to give me 200 gold coins for that. She's also going to give me 194 experience points and 4 reputation points. Then you get the building reward bonus as well, and in total that's 220 gold, 272 experience, and 6 rep points. Now, the experience points is quite nice, but the rep points means that it's going to take a long time for you to actually expand your level within the town. So all of my buildings are currently maxed out, and I cannot expand them anymore, which is why I'm not worrying about keeping the resources. So as an example, if we look at my gift shop here, you'll see there are 6 slots in buildings. All of my buildings have the 6 spots, and you really need to do that. Okay, Atif said, which event do you like the most? He likes the fishing event. Now for me, what event do I like the most? Actually, I kind of like the town events. I think that's one of my favorite ones. But then again, the fishing event is cool, especially when you're trying to catch those big fish, so it's great. Fishing event I do like because it gives you the opportunity to get extra diamonds within the game. Truck ones I like as well, but I think probably the event I really used to enjoy was what we had in the past, where you used to have like you used to have to like produce muffins as an example, and then you would add muffins to the event board, and then it would add up the tally, and then hopefully we work towards a prize. So those kind of events I really miss. I used to love doing those ones, so collecting loads of items and putting them together. Right, now people are saying, can I please review their farm? Not a problem, but if you want me to review your farm, you need to send me a invitation to come and join your neighborhood. It's the fast way. Now I'll come back and do that in a second. Now, as you see from my building here, I've got 6 slots open, so that's 6 visitors. If I look at the expansion, my next expansion point I've always worked on is the time, because I want to reduce the turnaround time for my video, or for, not my videos, for my actual visitors. Then I go on my experience and rep points, and then coinage last of all. Right, let's go back to my farm. I'm being asked to do some reviews, so let's see what we've got there. So, right, we see the next one here is Moye. So let's go and visit Moye. This is Starrywood Villa. Now this is a level 70, and as we zoom out, whoa, I do like this straight away. Oh yes, this is going to be very, very nice. Okay, I'm quite impressed with what I've seen already. Now let's talk about it. Now this is what I like. Okay, using the trees as a nice border effect around the back there, and then slight stepped in from that, you've got the machines, and all the machines are broken up with the actual path pieces. Ah, you can't invite because you're not an elder. Ah, okay, right. Ian, go and ask one of your people to actually make you an elder, then you can invite just for this video. That would be good. So, how many slots do I have on my roadside shop? Okay, I'll come back and show you that one in a second. My favourite shop? I think my favourite shop is the gift shop, because Chick Norris comes and visits. Have you noticed that when you actually look at the gift shop, his head appears above the roof? Or if you click on it, and then you can actually see him in more detail. Now I do love these little things that are great within the game where Chick Norris appears. So if we're looking at Moye's farm here, you'll see the birthday cake that we had, and inside that cake is a chicken, and every now and then he will stick his head up like he's doing at the moment, and he's just had a quick peek, and there he is, he's back again. So Chick Norris has appeared. So I kind of like these additions to the game where there's something unusual happening. It's almost like trying to find something special, kind of like in the fishing area where we have the fireworks or the barrels floating. Now back to Moyer's review. Now I do like what you've done here with your machines. I love the fact that you're using the path pieces as a nice separation. It blends in really, really well, and that's really good. As you come down here, you've got a difference in path pieces, and again a nice separation with trees and decoration for the machines, and it does blend in really, really well. I like the fact that you've angled the machines in the different directions to give it a bit of a contrast. That's good, and that's really pleasing to my eye. As they come down your main driveway, you've got your trees to both sides here, and again you've got a nice little path piece that actually comes down, which makes it so much safer for people to come and visit. So this is actually good, and I do like that addition to the game. In fact, that path piece continues all the way around the path, and it takes you in different locations. It goes all the way back to the mine as well, and this is a good thing. You do need to add paths to your farm, everybody. Walking around your farm with dirt track is okay in some aspects, but some areas do need path pieces, I do think. Now where you've got your animal pens down here, looks like you need to actually collect their resources. They're all sitting there fat, but I do like what you've done with the goats. That's quite cool. You've got your 3 goat pens, and then you've actually used that 4th square section with the rose bushes. That's quite nice. That's quite an interesting aspect for the design. And the actual hedgerows are staggered as well, which kind of blends in really nicely with your path pieces. That's good. I like that a lot. And if you look at where you've got your chickens as well, the total contrast from the left and the right hand side of the farm, with the actual barn and then feed mills there in the center, with the actual silo step back from it with the berry bushes, really, really good. Yeah, that's a good addition to your game. I like it a lot. Now, okay, there's bike section down here and where you've got the barrels. I think you need to do something here. I'm not so pleased with that area. You've got this really beautiful design, a lot of work and effort's gone into this area here, and then it kind of is let down in this area here. Okay, I feel maybe this is something that you're still working on here. Now, you've actually started doing a horse race area here, so you might want to consider actually turning this area into a racing area for your actual horses. Okay, Ian says, could I sell 2 tapes? Now, I think I've already sold all of my tapes earlier in the video, so I don't have any left. Atif says, do you like the goats or the cows? I actually like the cows better, because I enjoy drinking milk. It's one of my favourite drinks. The goats are nice, but I like a nice steak as well, so cows are better for me. Right, and here we have a toolbox. Let's see if we're lucky. And there's a tape there. So, Ian, I can sell you 1 tape now. I've just got one from the red toolbox. Perfect. That's really nice. Right, let's jump across the road and have a look at where you've got your animals. Good. Okay, I like this. A nice little rose arch entrance here so the farmer can come in and feed his pets. Nice enclosed wall area to stop the animals from disappearing. You've got your puppies and your kittens, and they all look a little bit hungry. So I'm not the only one who's not feeding my pets, it seems, in the game. Ian's going to get me some milk. Now, at the moment, I think I better stick with the tea because milk will probably keep me awake all night. I'm actually drinking barley tea at the moment, one of my favourite tea drinks. Let's go and have a shifty at his town. Oh yeah, doesn't that look good? Look at the way he's staggered this area here. Now, I'm not too keen on the heart bushes and soldiers just standing there with the butterfly bushes. You need to do something about that. But the potential's really nice for a wonderful design area there in the centre. I like the way you've used the topiary. That looks really cool. And I like what you've done around the pond there. That looks nice as well. I like the way you've actually separated each of the buildings here. You might want to start thinking about putting some trees into the decoration here as well, like some of the other towns that I've reviewed in the past. That would make it a little bit nicer. For example, over here you've added in the rose bushes. That's good, and I think it blends in really, really well. But the town is lacking trees. Please put some trees in there. I do like towns that have a bit of greenery as well. I can visit anybody's town and farm if they actually send me a request. Now, I'm working my way through them. I'll get as many done as I can today. Any I can't do, I'll try and do tomorrow when I have my break during the day. Nothing there. Okay, now overall I was quite impressed. There were a lot of beautiful things about this farm. I love this decoration from the top left hand side here straight down to the center. Just past this green fence, it needs a lot of work. Your area across the road is very nice, and your town has a lot of potential there. I'm going to give you a little thumbs up mark on that one as well. Nice work there. Right, let's delete that one off. Okay, next person on the list is Nadia Burdak. Let's go and have a visit and see what this one looks like. This is a level 61 farm, and as we zoom out here we can see that it looks good as well, and I do like what I'm looking at here. That looks really cool there. A fantastic use of path pieces, hedgerows and machinery together there with a slight mixture of trees as well. Really, really cool. I do like that a lot. Now, as we zoom over here and we look at the entrance coming from the boat, again, perfect. You've got a nice balance there of the animal pens, not all lumped together, and it feels very separated. So I could feel I can walk around here and be pleasantly surprised. It's not cramped, it's quite relaxing. Just look at the way she's got behind the farmhouse here. You can imagine the farmer's family going out there feeding and playing with the puppies and the kittens, blowing on the musical instrument, feeding the birds, having a little barbecue. The perfect family garden there. I love it. Coming down here again, and this simple design using the hedgerows, the fences and the farm piece with nice little bits of trees all intermixed, and nothing's too cramped up. It's all open. This is a really, really good farm, and I'm quite impressed with this. I really am. This is the kind of thing I really do like. Would I suggest any changes? At the moment, no. And I'm really happy that you have not chopped down these trees. You have not removed these rocks. I'm actually hoping that more and more farmers that we've now started expanding our farmland do not chop down these trees. Okay, for those of us who are a higher level, we've probably removed too many trees from elsewhere within the game. But this new expansion area we got here gives us the opportunity to have a lot of trees that change color during the seasons, and if you blend that into your farm design, it can be really, really nice, and I like that. So please do not do those. Do not chop that down. Keep these little swampland and build that into your design with the rocks as well. Okay, this area here will be a challenge to open up. You're going to need a lot of resources. Atif wants to know how many slots I've got on my smelters. I will let you know in a second. Okay, I'm really impressed with this farm. I do like it a lot. I'm going to give you a little happy face there as well. So 35 likes. Let's go and check your town out and have a look. Okay, right, this design has started coming over into this area. Look at that B&B, everybody, smack there in the center. Perfect tree around it, hedgerows, path pieces, bicycles, wonderful. I want to come and visit your town just to stay in the B&B. And even the spa has this. Now I cannot wait and see how you actually expand, and I'm so happy that you've left these pools as well, and you've left the rocks and the trees. Don't chop them down, use them as part of your design. It's awesome. Even on your beach where you got the rocks, keep them there, because it does make it more pleasing to the eye, if I think so. Right, let's go back. Now, I've been asked a question about mine, but first things first, let's just remove that one, so decline that. Thank you very much. Now, wrong button. How many slots do I have on my smelters? Well, I actually don't like the smelters, but the only reason I have so many smelters, i.e. 4 of them, not all of them, is because I need to upgrade my personal train many levels ago, because you need a lot of metal bars, and we all know that the metal bars take a long time to actually produce. So by looking at these metal bars as an example, you'll see that I've upgraded to 4 slots. Now, will you ever do face cam? Yes, I will. Now, I am not going to do it today because this is my first time doing a live stream on YouTube. Now, as you can see, the imagery for the screen needs to be adjusted a little bit more. So I need to work out how to maybe adjust the size of my imagery to make it better for viewing for this one. And then what I'm going to do is, where I've got my money, is maybe have my facial image come up within my next video. I'm happy that I've got Greg just sticking his face out there with the Heyday logo. I'm happy with my little badge I use to recognize my videos, and I do want to have my face cam in this as well. That way you can see what I look like. And just to let you know, I'm quite a handsome devil, if I do say so myself. I'm a little bit vain as well, everybody. Right, now I can do another feta pie. One more feta pie to go in 56 minutes, and then I've done my derby task, 302 points. How are we doing in the derby? Okay, we got lots of there. What have we got? So another 298's been added. We're still in second place. Now, what prizes have I got so far? Look at those prizes, everybody. I lost that image, sorry. So far I've got all of the prizes up to 11,750. Nothing really special there, just standard items, but I will probably go for the feathers. I will go for the wooden planks, the nails. They will be my main focus because I need those for expanding. Okay, next question I've got. What is your favorite pie in Heyday? Okay, right, I'm English, and can anybody guess what my favorite pie is? I would love to have this pie with ice cream now if I could. And there you go, apple pie, everybody. I love and adore apple pie. Now, actually, if I were back home in the UK, my mother used to be a chef before retirement, and basically her cooking was wonderful. And she used to make lots of desserts. Even my son, who went back to England for a month's visit with his mate, had desserts every day, and I was so jealous with all the photos. In fact, if you want to see some of the photos that I've shared, do follow me on Instagram, and do check out my albums on my Facebook account, because you can see some of the photo images that I've added there. What's my favorite cake as well? Okay. Now that's a tough question. What's my favorite cake? Well, from the cakes that we've got here, that's really difficult to say. Now, living here in Japan, many of the cakes are really different than the cakes back in the UK. Now, in the UK, I love a cake that's mixed fruit, kind of like a Christmas cake kind of style, with marzipan and icing on the outside. I absolutely adore those kinds of cake. But here in Japan, they're kind of sponge cakes with strawberries and not really delicious. They're okay, but they're overpriced. So I think if I were looking at all of the cakes within the game, probably the carrot cake or the cheesecake, I would say they tend to be my favorite ones. Right, for juices, now that's a tough question. I think I would say the tomato juice. I do love the tomato juice, it's great. Okay, next question we've got down here on the list. What's one thing you don't like about the game? One thing I don't like about the game is Alfred kicks my dogs when he walks past them in the morning and wakes them up, and then they start barking. I tell him off many times, but I think he just doesn't like my dogs because they tend to be in the way. Watch my last video that I did from my previous stream. You'll see where he's actually kicking the dogs and the cats as he walks past. It's so funny. But seriously, what do I dislike about the game? I think I need an option to be able to search for friends. Now, I've got about 3,000 plus friends on Facebook, and because I've got so many friends on Facebook, it's quite challenging to jump to people's farms to help them out. Now, you've got the help out if you need to like request help for revive, etc. But if I want to move through the farms and look for someone's farm, it takes a lot of time and it freezes the game. Now I have the option, if someone sends me a request, then I can get the request here in the neighborhood bar, and then I can go and have a look. But I would love a search option within the game. That would make it so much easier for me, whether it's by level or by name. Okay, which product would you want to fill the most in your boat? The one that's the easiest. Actually, filling the boats can be rather challenging sometimes. But as long as you're actually using the pre-order for the boat, it's actually not too bad. Once you've actually built your barn size up, it becomes very, very easy to fill the boats. But if you actually check out the guide on the Heyday forum, there's a really good guide there that was started a while ago that I helped continue, that actually gives you some indication on what each crate's required for each of the items. Now we do update it every now and then, but it tells you how many items are required for boats for that specific item. It's really useful to bookmark and to check. Okay, how often do I play Heyday? Every day. Whether it's morning, afternoon or evening. Now, if I'm playing on my iPad, I need Wi-Fi. If I'm using my iPhone, then it's connected to the 3G network. But because I live like an hour from work, I've got that hour time in the morning to actually play the game. However, I do live up in the mountains, so I do lose connection for about half the journey because of the mountain tunnels. But when I do get long breaks or in the evening when I'm relaxing, I play the game as well, or I do something else. Okay, right, now someone's just asked me if I've got expansion materials for the barn. Okay, if you actually look at my barn now on the screen, okay, I've got 1 bolt and I've got 5 tape. So I'm going to go and put those into the shop now for sale. So if you are there, you are welcome to purchase them. But it's first come, first serve. So 1 bolt being added now for 270 gold coins. There's also a deed going up as well, everybody. If you want the deed is going up for sale now at 403 gold coins. Next item I'm adding there is, let's have a look, what have we got that I don't need? 5 tapes going up as well. Those 5 tapes for 1,350 gold coins, they've been added as well. So there you go, sir. Okay, what's your favorite soup? Now, my favorite soup within the game, ooh, that's a tough one. I actually like the pumpkin soup within the game. Now, if I were back home in the UK, it would have to be minestrone, but I do like the pumpkin soup. It's quite tasty, and I sometimes have dinner and lunch with friends, and then I get the option to have a nice pumpkin soup with them as well. It's really good. Okay, sorry, Ian, sometimes you're lucky, sometimes not, but next time. Okay, Tim says, how much space do I have in my silo? I've got loads of space. Now my space is, okay, my silo size is 2,500, and currently I've got 2,306, so I've got just under 200 storage space left there within the game. So I've got lots of different items. The smallest amount of item I've got in there is the sugarcane, which 7. The maximum item there is the indigo, 169. And sometimes I sell those off as well. Now the maximum for the barn and the silo is 10,000, yes, but trust me, if you're looking to expand those, you are going to need to do a lot of trading to actually get the expansion materials. But once you've actually traded, you've got those materials, then it's fine. But for most of you at your levels, don't worry about it. Like even myself at level 97, I don't really need a 10,000 size barn and silo, unless of course you're in one of these competitive hoods, or you're in a team where you're focusing on being the top truck group or the top event group or whatever else. Then you need the 10,000 max. For you guys out there in the world at the moment who are just casual players, do not worry about that. Just slowly expand one area at a time. Tim, yes, at the moment I have a cold, so my voice is a little bit sore and not so comfortable for me. And this is my second live feed today as well. And how long is this stream? Well, so far this stream is 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I probably will go to bed by around 1 o'clock because I've got to get up in the morning. But I will be streaming again tomorrow if I get the chance, but I can't promise that one. Today I wanted to test YouTube and see how it would work on this. I think for my next live stream I'm going to be adding in my facial features as well by using my webcam on my MacBook. But let's see how it goes first of all. Okay, right, let's go and have a look here. So, Bordage Van Tijin. Okay, let's go and have a look at this one. This is a level 39 farm, and we're zooming out here, and I do like what I'm looking at here straight away. Beautiful. This is really, really nice as well. And look at that, another toolbox. That one's locked. Okay, right, I'm impressed with what I'm looking at. Okay, at level 39, and for a level 39 player, you've done really nicely so far. Now, I've seen a lot of farms that are higher than this that haven't put the time and energy in here. So it looks like this is your baby, your pleasure here. Now, I do like what you've done here down by the roadway, where you're using the wall there as a barrier to the main road, and that does please me because then it stops strangers from coming into your farm area and then guides them around to your road. I like the fact that you've put trees and decoration around your barn and silo. I think this corner location is an ideal place actually, and it is actually quite a good location to keep that barn and silo, I think, especially considering that the actual dock is very close to the fishing boat as well. Now, the fact that you've actually separated your harvest land as well is quite interesting. This gives you the opportunity to grow in plots in small sizes. Now, for myself, okay, I've just separated into 2 lots, but you've done that more often and you've incorporated that into your design in such a nice way that it does look really good. And the fact that you're using the machines and the decoration as well to break everything up gives it a much nicer feel. And I'm really impressed with what I'm looking at here. It's great. Antonia says, what's your favorite plant to plant? Difficult. Now, I'll come back to that one in a second once I've reviewed this farm and let you know. Now, another thing that pleases me here is the fact that you've separated your animal pens and built those again into your design. So you've got your cows down here, you've got your sheep over here, your chickens here, and then elsewhere within the game, you've again separated them. And I think this is a nice modification. Now, I would recommend this to many of you guys out there. Do something similar. If you're looking for a nice design that's very workable, that will keep you very interactive within the game, try to copy something that's very similar to this, because it is quite pleasing, and for a level 39, very achievable. Even the smelters over here, look at this beautiful area just by the mine. So 3 simple smelters, the jewelers, a nice mix of paths, walls, trees, bushes, and decoration as well. Very, very nice. I like that one a lot. Okay, even with the expansion, he's gradually expanding the area. I like the fact that he's not worrying too much about everything, just taking it slowly and steadily. Now, I do hope that you incorporate some of these trees into your design as well and don't chop them all down, because you've got this opportunity to blend those in as well, especially as the seasons change. This is really, really good. I'm really impressed with this. Let's go and check your town out. Okay, right, now for level 39, this is expected. I was not expecting the town to be overly done or whatever else. You've got your basic few buildings that you've been able to achieve for your level. Don't worry too much about your town at the moment at this level. Just literally just turn your visitors around, add the slots as and when you get the time. Excuse me. And then just start basically just feeding and servicing those visitors within your hood. Now, actually, for derby tasks, a town is a really useful one, because when you're actually picking up a passenger from one of your hoodies, it's only one building they want to go to. So do make sure you keep servicing your townie visitors, because it's not just you're helping out, it's your hoodies as well, especially the higher level ones. Now, overall, I'm very impressed with what I'm looking at. I love this design and this detail that you've put here. So you get a happy face as well from me. So that's a 17th like for you, sir. Well done. Let's just remove that one from the list as well. Right, now let's come back to the question. How many green vouchers do you have? Well, I've been using all of my vouchers for my lures. So currently, I only have 2 greens and 8 purples in storage. Everything else is gone. And I've been using those vouchers to make lures for my fishing area, because I'm trying to catch all of the fish. Okay, Red Knight, I dare you to say something in Japanese in the stream. Okay, so, 皆さん、こんにちは。僕はリキです。すいません、日本語全然わからないです。とても喋れない。ごめんね。How's that for you? My Japanese is not that good. I'm sorry about that. Okay, what else have we got? What's your opinion to the free diamond websites in Facebook? I hate them. I block every single free diamond access that comes to any of my channels or games, and I usually ban every single player for any of my Facebook groups that even post about hacking, cheating, or whatever else within the game. I do not agree in cheating. I'd rather just play the game and have fun. What's the point of actually doing something that's very against the concept of playing a game? Who are you actually beating? You're only playing against yourself. So that's basically my opinion. Okay, what's your recording on? Okay, now I'm actually using an iPad Air 2. I'm using a QuickTime Player to actually mirror the image and do my recordings, and that's how I usually record. Now for today's, I'm using a software called OBS, which allows me to then stream from my Mac and my QuickTime player to YouTube, and then it's all connected together. Normally when I make my videos, if you check out the video I actually made on my channel to show you the software and I give you a behind the scenes look, I usually use iMovie, which is again software I've got on my MacBook. So I usually use QuickTime Player, iMovie and my iPad to make the movies, and then this allows me to literally produce movies for you guys to watch and to enjoy. Okay, I've just been asked to accept a game request, so let's open that one up and see. Okay, so open up Game Center. Okay, bear with me everybody else, I'm still here, but I'm just opening up the Game Center now, and I need to log into that. Okay, bear with me while my Game Center logs in, and then I can accept any new people. I got 6 requests there at the moment. Let's see who they are. So, Tristan accepted, Jennifer accepted, Kendall accepted, Timur accepted, Amir Shatat accepted, and Maggie Sasa accepted. So, all of you people have just been accepted on Game Center. Right, so welcome to my farm. Let's close that one off and then come back to the video. You're welcome, no problems. Okay, Ian says it's his turn. Okay, Joel wants to know where I'm from. Now, I'm originally from the UK. I was born, raised, and grew up there. And many years ago, I met a beautiful young Japanese lady. We got married, and then a few years after being married, we moved back to Japan. And I've now lived in Japan for 16 years. I've been teaching here since I moved here, and I enjoy the country, I enjoy the food, the people, everything. It's great. Now, maybe your request hasn't come through yet. Sometimes the requests for Game Center don't always come through. Give me your Game Center ID in the comments, and then what I can actually go and do is add you that way. Favorite animal on Heyday? Okay, my favorite animal is the cute little bunny that's down in this area. I love the rabbits. They are so awesome. Look at them. They look absolutely fantastic. That cute little bunny rabbit. Yeah, your cute little rabbit with the big fluffy ears. Beautiful little animals, if I do say so myself. Okay. What else? What's my favorite crop? Ooh, now that's an interesting question. Let's go and have a look at my silo and see. Now, I do love strawberries, they're quite nice, but I do enjoy eating sushi here in Japan, so rice is nice. I like a good apple, but what's my favorite? Difficult. Now, if I were to choose one item from all of the crops that I would enjoy eating, I think I would say olives. I love olives. They are really delicious, and I could eat many of those anytime I wanted, no problems. Sometimes I have my friends when they pop overseas to Europe to actually pick me some up and bring them back to me, because the best olives come from a certain area over more towards the Middle East, and they are really great. Right, now let's add Imara to my game center. Bear with me a second again. So just copy that one, and then I can send you a request. And Simply Char says that she likes the bunnies as well. What's your favorite bunny? And do you want to get more than one bunny in the game? Come on, Game Center, stop messing me around. Open, open, open. Right, requests I know are 0, so add that one, paste that in, and then the comment, let's heyday. Right, I'm sending you the request now. There you go. Okay, the request has been sent, Emma. Let me know if it comes through to you, okay? Right, Isaac wants me to add him on Facebook. Okay, let me open up my Facebook account again. And Irma's just accepted. So, accepting more on Facebook as we speak at the moment. Lots of people have just been added. Yeah, we're friends now. I know. I just heard this really big noise in my headset that comes up every time someone actually connects with me. So are you planning to master more machines? Oh God, yes. I'm actually working towards mastering this machine here in my fishing area. I want to master my lure workbench, but it's taken me so long. So even though I'm using lots of lures, that number is slowly ticking by. It's only like 5,880 hours and I'm on 5,224. I'm like, oh my goodness, come on, just get there, will you? But it's just not doing it. Even my net maker got there a lot faster. So it is a little frustrating. Ricky, is one word 4 minus 1 equal 3? The alumni has 3 sides. Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, another game center request there. Let's do that one as well. Looks like I'm going to be adding quite a few people today as well, I think. So let's heyday. Okay, another request going out there. So Anthony, I just sent it to you. So is so hard to master? Yes, I agree. Now, most of my machines where you'll see the little golden stars, they are the mastered machines. Now, I don't have stars on everything, because especially the newer ones, but I'm gradually working my way towards them. Now, at some stage in the future, every machine will be starred, which means that the turnaround time is much, much faster. And that's very important if you are doing any of the events, to be able to produce goods much more quickly without having to use diamonds to speed it up. Right, now in about 15 minutes everybody, I'm going to be stopping this stream because I will need to go to bed because I've got to get up early in the morning. So at the moment here in Japan it's 0:44 minutes. So what's my game center? Okay, my game center is this one. So Red Knight, R3DKNIGHT. That's my one. When am I going to get to level 100? I'm going to get to level 100 in 3 levels. So I'm currently 97 at the moment and I'm working my way towards it. Now, each of the levels increases in points. So at the moment, to increase in points in the game, I need to achieve 674,000. I'm halfway there with 326,000. So I'm gradually adding the experience points to my game to get that. I will be there one day. So if I were the maker of Heyday, what machine would I add? Ooh, that's a tough one. Actually, I'm not too sure. What kind of machine would I go for at the moment? I'd need to think about that strongly, because I would want a machine that would not detract too much from the farming game. For me, okay, I still want the concept to be exactly the same way that we've grown to love it, that attracted me in the first place. So too many machines, I need to think about that. What I'd rather see is more crops added, or maybe more food added to those machines. I think that would be a better modification to the game. Give us something else that we can actually do on that side. Okay, I would like to see some more decoration. I would like to see some more buildings in the town, but maybe on the farm, not really another machine quite yet. But then again, if there were a new machine, I would be happy to buy it. I wouldn't mind that. Okay, you should do a live stream when you're about to hit 100. Oh, I'm going to. When my farm level gets close to the 100, I'm definitely going to do a live stream, even if it means not playing the game for 1 or 2 days until I'm actually ready. And I will really do a live stream. Okay, what else have we got here on the comments? I should keep playing while I'm actually listening and talking. So, when did I start playing Heyday? From level 1. I can't remember. Ever since I started my Facebook page, I suppose, for my game name. That's probably the first time I actually started playing. So, a long time now. You kind of forget the time when you actually have been playing for a long time, and it just goes by one day into the next. Playing the game actually becomes part of your life, and then you don't really worry too much about it. Okay, Simply Charles says please add her on Game Center as well. Okay, let's get that one done while I'm here. Wow, lots of requests coming on Game Center. So Heyday, send that one. That one's gone as well. What else is on there? So BE Power says hello. So hello to you as well. Simply Charge sent you a request. Okay, Joel says please add him as well. So hang on a second. Okay, Sassy Lemons accepted. Wrong button. Type in let's Heyday. That request has gone out as well. Okay, so Robert, hello, hi, oh my god as well. Okay, what do you get when you put a cow on a trampoline? A milkshake. Oh my god, that joke just killed me. Right, that's it. The joke was awful. I'm going to bed. No, like I said, you got another 10-15 minutes before I hit the sack. I do not have permissions to send you requests for accession to my neighborhood. Sorry about that. So Joel has accepted the request I've just sent him. Great, another person. So yay, we're friends now. You can now see my farm. Please add Fox Quote on Game Center. Okay, Fox Quote. So Worm wants me to do that one. Hang on. Now, please be aware that if I do add you to my game center and I don't see you playing a Heyday for many months or a whole month, then I will remove you. So I only keep people on my game center that play regularly. So make sure that you do stay there by playing the game. Ian's got a joke for everybody. So where did the sheep get a haircut? The barber shop. Oh my god. Whoever lives near Ian, please go round to his house and take his keyboard away. Those jokes are awful. Okay, what you need for upgrade silo or barn, I'm going to seal that, check newspaper. Okay, to upgrade the barn and silo, okay, you need certain expansion materials. Now, to upgrade the barn and silo, you need, for the barn, bolts, planks, and tapes. I have 0 of those items left in storage because I don't need them and I've sold them all earlier in the video. For the silo, you need nails, screws, and wooden panels. Now, I've got lots of those, but I'm using those to actually upgrade my tackle box. So my barn and silo I'm not worrying about at the moment. Right, okay, let's have a look at the next one. So I'm going to come here to the next request. This one is from Another Day Has Gone. So let's have a check. Now this is a level 48 farm. Now straight away we can see a lot of interesting ideas here, and I'm going to request that you do some changes as well. And there's a toolbox there, perfect, but it's locked. Okay, some aspects of this I like, some aspects I think you need to modify. Now, first of all, if we look at your plots of land over here by your water, I do like this a lot. I like the way that you've actually blocked that off, and I can see how you're creating a really nice pattern here. You might also consider wanting to put some trees into this area as well, just to break up the corners to make it a little bit more interesting. Over here where you've got your machines, now I do like what you've done with the hedgerows, but in another way I don't like what you've done with your hedgerows. There's no access between the actual hedgerows for the farmer to go into this area to get to his machines. It's all boxed off. The only actual machine he can get to very easily is your ice cream maker. I would strongly recommend that you actually maybe remove the hedgerows from within the center, or if you want to keep them, actually open them up to give the farmer more access. Also as well, you've got some basic decoration in there with some of them. Now the topiary you've got, the Christmas presents you've got, that looks quite nice, but it needs more greenery, like more trees. Just look at the way you've got this single tree over here for your beehive tree. Now that tree looks very, very lonely. Even the Christmas tree in the back there by your barn and silo, you need to put some more of your trees that you've got down here, which I think are wonderful, over into this area as well. So get those trees spread out a little bit more. When are you doing another live stream? Well, I think this is probably my fourth live stream this week since I've started doing them. Now, okay, this week has been a test week for me as I'm getting comfortable with what I'm doing, and when I feel a little bit better maybe with my voice, I will be doing a lot more as well. Now I'm going to try and do another one tomorrow during my lunch break, but it depends on where I'm actually at that time. Right, now let's have a look. Now you've got here your animal pens. Now I do like the way that you've used some of the decoration to break it up there and separate it, but in some ways it looks a little bit cramped and really uncomfortable. Would you on a farm realistically think about putting the bicycles between the actual animal pens? I think in itself, okay, you might want to tweak this design a little bit more. So please do change your machine area. Please do change your actual animal pen area. The way you space them out is great, but what's between them is not so good, and I think that needs to change. Now I'm kind of happy that you haven't expanded this area yet. Please don't worry too much about that because you're still level 48. You've got a lot more to do on your farm. Beautiful little like face harp here. I like that a lot, and I do like these kind of designs that people do on their farms. Really, really cool. Okay, let's go and have a look at your town. Okay, now I love that design in the center there. I think that looks quite beautiful, and that's a nice addition to the game. Now I'm not expecting much for level 48 with the town. You've got a lot of your buildings already. You've done some of the decoration. You haven't expanded it all. You've got the potential here for more, but you've got lots of people standing around. Now, if you think about it nicely, you're actually in a neighborhood, and your neighborhood, some of the people will do derby tasks, which require them to actually go and visit a town and collect passengers. If you're servicing your passengers, the ones that you reject that want to go to another station, they can then pick those up, and they only need the one building to go to, which means they can do their derby task a lot faster and get a lot of points for your hood. So start thinking about your town, everybody, as a way of supporting each other within the game. It's not just an area that it is like difficult for you to worry about. It's actually supporting other members within your hood as well that's really valuable there. Right, that's that one looked at and commented on, so that one's gone. What have we got here? Okay, Robert 2005 gamer said he needs some advice on what to change. Just send me a request and I can come and do it. Okay, Ricky, how do you get so many offers to buy in the newspaper? Okay, right. Basically, if you want to get people to buy in the newspaper, what you need to do is to literally just sell items. Now, when it comes to actually adding items to your roadside stand, every time you add a new item, so as an example, I'm going to add something now. So let me choose. Okay, right. Now, I've got some fish and chips here. They go very quickly. So I got 10 fish and chips going up for sale at the moment. Now you've got two choices for adding. The first one is to untick, which then is not advertised, and then this is basically for someone who is maybe a friend or someone that you may be talking to regularly that would come along. But if you want to put an ad in the paper, then you just tick on the actual advertisement, and then when you put it in the paper, it goes like this. You'll see the mark. Now, if you wanted to add another item, so let's say I wanted to add 10 fish as an example. Now, if I wanted to put another ad in, I'm going to have to spend a diamond, or I wait basically the 5 minutes for the clock to tick down. But if I needn't worry about it, I just put the fish down there and then they go up. So if anybody is actually near my farm at the moment, there are fish and chips and 10 fish for sale, and there we go. So they've been sold by Chanak has just bought those items, so I hope you like those. And I will collect the coins, and yay, more money for my kitty. I do so like that. Right, how soon before that one's finished? 19 minutes before I can complete my first derby task. Now, should I stay until that one's done, or should I finish the string, because it's almost 1 o'clock here in the morning. Right, now, in fact, let's go and check the derby. Do we have anything that needs trashing? No, all of my compadres are doing tasks. I like that. How are we doing on the points in the back? Excellent, if I do say so. A couple of people haven't got anything done yet, including myself. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm letting my team down. Right, now let's go and have a look at another one. So here we got Alex Johnson's farm. So let's go and have a look and see what this one looks like. A level 35 farm here, and as we zoom out, we can see that there's a lot of greenery on this farm, and I like that straight away. Now a level 35, so I'm not worrying too much about the expansion. Okay, I'm going to close off my game center at the moment because it keeps buzzing in my ears. Excuse me. Okay, if you've got game center requests, just keep sending them to me and I will accept them all later. But at the moment I've just turned my game center off because it keeps sending me messages to say that someone has friended me. Okay, Anthony says, should you try to get more coins or diamonds? Now actually, I tend not to worry about getting coins and diamonds within the game. They just come as I play. Now, when I do mining activities, I get lots of diamonds that way. If I do the events, I get diamonds. If I watch the movies when they come up, I get diamonds. If I buy and sell items, coins go up and they go down. Just play the game and these items will come to you. Right, now Alex, from looking at your farm, what I would change is where you're using the hedgerows here. You need to create access for the farmer to move into that area, please. I like what you've done here with your trees. You've got a kind of a wild effect here, that's quite nice. You might want to change where you've got your animal pens at the moment. By actually, if you check like my stream I did earlier today, you can see it on my videos. I uploaded it earlier. There was a really nice farm that I looked at that actually had the animal pens, and they used some of the trees to actually block off some of the edge pieces, and it gave it a really beautiful feel to it. You really need to do something about opening them up and then putting something between them just to take away those jagged corners, just to give it a much nicer feel. Anyone who's coming in via the dock is going to find it really difficult to actually get down towards the house. Now, I'm pleased that you're using your space quite nicely. You've got a lot of development opportunities here. Like, don't worry too much about trying to expand. You can deal with that later, whether it's across the road. You're doing nicely at the moment, and I do like the way that you've got your machines and everything laid out. So that's quite nice. Let's check your town out. Okay, right, town's not been done at the moment. Again, don't worry too much about this, but do turn those visitors around if you get any. Okay. Hey, this is my town, and I can say thank you very much for picking up. Now, that's what I mean by people actually coming to your town to pick up. The better you turn around your actual visitors, the better it is for them to come and collect their passengers, and then they can actually get some benefit from the game as well for their derby tasks. Plus, you get lots of little gifts as well, which is great, which means I can then go and sell those in the newspaper. Excuse me. Right, let's see what those visitors want. Those ones there can wait until later because I don't have the resources made at the moment and I'm in no rush to service them. That's good enough. Let's go back. Okay, Pack South. Sorry, what is Pack South? That one I don't know. Okay, a few comments here. Ricky, please visit my farm. Okay, I will try and visit as many farms as I can, but it's getting a bit late for me now. What is my favourite fish that I've caught? Difficult question. Now, there are lots of beautiful fish there that I do like, but what is my favourite one? I think it has to be the carp. I like eating it. It's one of the nicer tasting fish there, so I think that's quite nice. But then again, perch is pretty good as well, and he's got a cheeky look, so it's hard to say which is my favourite one. Alright, 14 minutes to go before my derby task is done, and then I will get that sorted. Okay, right, everybody, I need to hit the sack now. It's gone 1 o'clock in the morning. I've got to get up in a few hours. Now, it's been a pleasure. I will be doing more streaming later, and I will be doing more farm reviews as I stream, and I will be doing some more chatting. Now, I've got 3 areas of actually doing the streams. One is on YouTube, another one is on a different service. You can see the videos that I copy over for that as well. Now, do follow me on my Facebook. You can see all of the links in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, and then we can interact that way. I'm going to say goodnight to everybody. Thank you for watching. It's been a pleasure. 2 hours. Do enjoy the video if you're watching again later. So have a happy heyday and see you all later now. Good night all, everybody.